We're now leaving RNZ International to join the BBC for half an hour of news. Hello and welcome to News Day on the BBC World Service with Andrew Peach and Sana Fafi. It's great to have you with us.
The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Israel this morning to try to get a ceasefire deal and hostage release agreement. We'll hear exactly what's being brought to the table.
And President Zelensky says the aim of Ukraine's two-week military incursion into Russia's Kherson region includes the creation of a buffer zone. We will get more about that strategy.
It is now our primary task in defensive operations overall to destroy as much Russian war potential as possible and conduct maximum counteroffensive actions. Also today, all eyes on Chicago, where Democrats have gathered for their national convention this week. There's a big race for the White House between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. It looks like it's neck and neck. Those stories on the way here on Newsday. Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said now is probably the best and maybe the last chance to reach a ceasefire deal in Gaza and bring hostages back to Israel. He made the remark as he met the Israeli President, Isaac Herzog, in Tel Aviv. Mr. Blinken will hold talks with the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu later today. The top US diplomat said it was time for everyone to say yes to a deal without excuses.
It's also time to make sure that no one takes any steps that could derail this process. And so we're working to make sure that there is no escalation, that there are no provocations, that there are no actions that in any way could move us away from getting this deal over the line, or, for that matter, escalating the conflict to other places with greater intensity.
The United Nations has condemned the normalization of what it describes as an unacceptable level of violence against humanitarian workers around the world. In a statement released to mark World Humanitarian Day, the UN's Human Rights Agency said 2023 had been the deadliest year on record for aid workers, with 280 killed in 33 countries. Ukraine's President Zelensky has spoken about the establishment of a buffer zone on Russian territory, as he praised his troops taking part in the operation in Russia's Kursk region. It suggests a more permanent presence in Kursk, where Ukraine has now rendered a second bridge over the River Siem unpassable to Russian supply lines. Mr. Zelensky said the aim was to destroy as much Russian war potential as possible. Mikhail Bialyeskov is an advisor to the government in Kiev.
One of the reasons one of the rationale why we started this bold risky action, I'm pretty sure that we have other goals. We want to